All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Ridgeline Hunting Podcast, brought to you by Phillips Game Calls, professional grade game calls made for every hunter. Now we are back with Shannon. This is part 2. We're going to have a few more minutes of talking bass, and then we're going to get into a little bit of something else. So, Shannon.
Yes.
What is your typical setup, your rods, your reels?
Well, there's a variety of rods and reels combos for your different types of lures. If you're throwing a creature bait, like a crawdad, it's typically called like a Texas rig. You have a weight, a hook, and then a soft plastic on. You want something that has
Now, are you using like a typical, like a different rod for that specific setup?
Yep.
So when I'm watching these bass tournaments and these guys got like freaking eight different rods or whatever they're
18 different rods. Yeah. Their boat's littered with them. Yes.
So their rod is actually set up for the bait that they're actually using.
100%.
Holy crap! I only got one bass fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Use the blue
I'm,
fox.
I'm about 20 short.
All you need to do is throw the blue fox.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah. The old rooster
Vibrax
tail.
for the win, baby.
So no, that's another elevated part of the bass game is having those rods on hand, so you're not retying different lures, etc. on on one one combo. So it's just so easy to pick one up and put one down. But you have different types of rods for different lures. If I was going to give any kind of advice if you're just starting off, just pick up 3 rods. You can do a versatile 7-foot medium fast action tip with a 7-to-4 gear ratio reel, and that'll cover
What was the reel again? What was the ratio?
The ratio would be like a 7-4.
And that is on like a what type of rod?
Like a 7 foot 7-1.
What's the
medium
flex?
Fast action. It'll hold a lot of your different baits. It'll hold you could pitch with it. You could jig fish. You can tie on. You could even crank with it if you wanted to, or jerk bait. It's very universal with the different type of lures, for instance. And then for like more finessey baits, like a wacky rig or a drop shot, something that's slower, that's going to fall in the water column slow and just kind of have these fish bite these lures in a different way, aggressive to soft bite to something that you might not even feel. That's why these guys have a whole bunch of different setups. And you could miss fish, if you have the wrong setup in your hand, fishing the wrong lure. So I would just start off with like maybe a spinning reel combo and maybe 2 bait casting combos, something that you can get out farther, away from, the shore or the boat, casting abilities big. And then something that, it's, you could skip under docks or something, something that's kind of got some more bend in it, so you could actually get the lure, to locations that you want it to fall in. So, that's kind of, I'm a sucker for gear. I'm definitely a gearhead. I've actually kind of got like if you came to my garage, I have like a bait shop wall. I call it my tackle shop. It's BassvilleSluggers.com. I go there, Friday nights before my tournaments, and I pick out what I want off the wall and, make sure it's in the boat. And then, so I'm ready, locked and loaded. It's fun. I love bass fishing.
That's such a tricky game, man. You're talking about like how aggressive the fish are biting, and that's going to determine if you miss the hooks set at all. So you might switch your bait to something they might not even strike at all.
100%.
On a pole you might not even feel it on. So it's a really you got so much strategy involved and so much practice and experience that takes to actually catch
on the water.
them,
Well, that's why I like to say that fishing is hunting the waters. You know, a lot of people don't see it like that, but I do.
No, it's a great way to look at it. That's how I look at it. I'm hunting these fish.
No, you
By the
are.
time I hit the water, by the time I get off, I do not lose sight of my ultimate goal. And that's, catching fish. I mean, it all plays a role in the bass fishing. You've got your moon phase, you've got your weather, you've got your fronts, your cold fronts, your warm fronts, you got your wind, you've got water temp, you've got your specific lures, your rods, reel combo, your electronics, and I think the number one is never give up. Just have the passion to go out there and catch them, and believe in yourself, and you will. You will. It might take throwing the kitchen at them, variety of different soft baits, colors, but you will catch them.
Can you tell me a time, or tell us a time, when you were thinking, I should just go home? Like, there's no reason I should be here. And I haven't caught anything all day. Yeah. And these dang poles aren't rigged up with the blue fox, so I'm not catching shit anyway.
The blue fox. No, I've had those days where I felt like I honestly, I'm going to sell everything. I do not know how to bass fish. Start from day one. I got my butt kicked. And
but you know what?
I've had a lot of those days. It is hard. It is not an easy game.
I would never trade in those days.
Right.
To be honest with you.
They make you better.
They make you better. You're learning.
Yeah.
You're learning what not to do.
100%.
You know what I mean? Because you're obviously not catching anything.
I got that category nailed down.
Yeah,
dude, I got a lot of those.
Yeah. Life.
15 years ago, I was like, I should write a book on how not to kill an elk.
Right.
I've seen a shitload of them right there and haven't killed them.
Exactly. Oh man. Yeah. It takes persistence. It takes dedication, but you just got to keep pursuing your dreams and chasing them fish.
So what's next?
Next on like the big radar?
What's next? Immediately next. What's your next thing you're gonna do, bass fishing wise?
Well, I am in 2 weeks. I'm doing another huge boat tournament. It's put on by Limit Out Marine. Shout out to Limit Out Marine. They're located Auburn, Washington. We have Russ down there. We have Chris Ferry, excellent. Tex. They got a tackle shop down there. Love the guys. Chris has always been a huge mentor in the bass game for me. If I have any questions, he's an honest guy. He comes out and he won't hold anything from you. Yeah, they're putting on another big bass tournament. It's an open. Anybody you don't have to qualify for this tournament. You just pay a tournament fee. Register your boat, be there at the driver's meeting. Get a number, and again, anybody can go out there and with 3 rods, for instance, and get lucky and catch a big fish and, cash checks. And it's not really about the checks for me. It's about the camaraderie and just learning from these other guys and going out there and just put myself to the test. Like, can I hang with these big studs? These guys, they're hammers out there on the water. And I just feel like for me to increase my confidence on almost anything everyday life is just get out of your comfort zone, be uncomfortable comfortably, and put yourself in these positions where you never know, you can get recognition, get your name out there. Mm-hmm. And then it can grow from there. Get a bigger boat, get some sponsors, chase your dreams. Yeah. That's it. That's what it comes down to.
There's been a lot of times in my life, career-wise, where where I've been doing a job, construction trades. And so you're doing a job and you're like, man, this is so over my head. Like, how am I in this position?
I've been there too.
And you're like, at the same time you perform and you're just like, yep, I can hang with the big boys,
Yeah. And I've looked up to you, David. I mean, I'm we ended up falling on the same job 6 years ago, and you made me a better contractor myself, and I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You know, just seeing that, you know, the quality plus the quantity of work that you can handle with keeping a level head was impressive, and it just pushed me to another level in my work career to pay for this bass fishing. So yeah,
right? That's my duck walk.
Yeah,
I call that the duck walk.
Yeah,
you know, they look at a duck on water, and you're like, that duck is just chilling out, no problems. And his feet are just like paddling like crazy. You can't tell what's going on underneath. You know.
Yeah.
So always keep
controlled
them
chaos.
Yeah. You're like, how is this working out?
100%.
I look forward to you know, seeing that the results from the tournament. I have no doubt that you love bass fishing and you're going to do good. So
I appreciate it.
When you get out there, you know, grab that Arkansas shad in your hand right there.
I've got it.
Yeah. Yep. And if all else fails, man, just throw that hook on and go.
Oh man, I will. It'll be in the back seat there. You know, if I can't hook a fish, I'm going to tie it on.
And no matter what, even if you don't use that and you win, I want you to take a picture with it.
100%. Yeah. You guys should call in. You call in on let's do a live feed out there or something.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we could work that out.
2 weeks, or is it this weekend?
It's this Saturday. Yep.
Okay, so when you guys actually hear this podcast, it would have been in the Saturday before.
Yep.
But we're gonna do. So we're gonna do. We'll figure out how to do a live podcast.
Yeah, and I'll
figure it out.
I'll throw in a couple baits to give away on some calls. So
okay.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. There we go. I will.
Let's pop an Instagram tag and you know, ask people to. We'll figure something out on Instagram, and then if they post on there, and then we do the podcast, we add it in, and then they can win one of 3 calls, and we'll come up with those before the post.
Three.
Yeah, figure out the logistics. I'll send you a couple pics of some baits that we could give away for this podcast. I appreciate you having me.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it's an honor.
Of course, man. We've actually been talking about having you on
since day one.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Actually, yeah, no joke. Day one.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Again, honored, and man, it just feels good to get the boys back together. Yeah, hang out. I mean, yes, good times.
We can't call it a night. We got to talk some hunting.
We got to.
Yeah.
We have to.
We all love the woods. We're all out there. We've hunted together on different levels all the time throughout the years, and we have our draws coming up this week. I think we got like 7 within the next week.
So Shannon and David Sandana have draws coming up because I dropped the ball on them. Yeah. And Shannon really wants to punch me in the face.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for them because no matter what, if they draw, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a pack mule. I'm an extra eyes. I'm a knife. It doesn't matter what it is. I am on that hunt.
Oh, collar.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I am there.
You always packs the good snacks.
And if you did put in for moose? No, you said no.
I didn't put in for moose.
I am actually up on Shannon on moose.
Yeah.
I have more points, but I'm also like 7 years older than he is. So.
Well, if I no way.
No, you're not.
No,
you're like 38.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
No, 28. You are. Yeah. Yes.
He's not very good. He's not a good bass fisherman because he's 28. He's got a lot of time ahead of him.
Yes. A lot more time.
He's up there with us. Yeah. So, yeah. So we're in Washington State. So if anybody's new to the podcast, we are here in Washington State in the Pacific Northwest, and the draws are not out yet, and it's actually a mystery of when the draws actually come out.
Yes, they don't update us.
Well, the season starts September, so they'll probably have them out like August 31st.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
It's the weirdest. It's the weirdest thing, and by that time, I think goat is already like halfway over.
Yeah, right. Early season, the whole 9.
Yeah. I mean, we have to put in for our schedules for work, right? You're sitting here, you're trying to coordinate your schedule with work, what you have planned for hunts. You got your regular season stuff. You got that coordinated, and you're like, okay, here's my fallback. And you're waiting till the last minute, and now your fallback changes because you got late notice if you do draw.
Yep.
But, I mean, it's such low odds. You're like, no, let's not plan on that at all. But if you do, now everything else is screwed. So, I mean, I'd appreciate as much notice as possible. Like, they should do it within...
Well, I mean, almost every other state has already done their draws by now.
They're already out. I mean,
most
of the the
Montana's
Western
done.
states are out, and you know if you've been drawn for, you can plan your hunting trips. Washington State makes it difficult with giving out limited tags, and there's a lot that goes behind that with the conservation and the management behind it, as the state and as us as hunters also. But yeah, I am excited to know if I got drawn or not, so I can plan my work schedule.
It's like they're trying to triple stamp a double stamp over here.
Yeah,
exactly. Make sure it's good.
Yeah.
So what did you put in for?
I put in for east side, Eastern Washington, bull elk and antlerless elk, which is cow elk. I've got a lot of points accumulated, and I'm excited to know my results, because then, if the draw doesn't go my way, then I could kind of maybe plan for a different hunt type thing. But the transition from the bass fishing to the hunting, it's a difficult one, because I've got a lot of buddies, or even my heartstrings pulling, fall bass fishing's one of the best times to go out too, because these fish are trying to feed and get big for the winter. So I've got to kind of choose and pick my priorities. Do I want to go out and try to chase a big bass, or do I want to get out and start scouting and putting up cams and checking out the area? So it's a fine line there at the end of summer, trying to figure out my priorities on my recreational lifestyle.
Give a little bit of background on Shannon, because most of the people that we've had on are bow hunters. Shannon is actually primarily a rifle hunter.
Yes.
So when he's talking, fall, he's really talking not September.
Yeah. The September hunt for elk I have not done yet. Just because I've got so many points accumulated for the area that I hunt on the east side, which, once I get drawn for that special tag I'm looking for, then I might transition into that September bow hunting. But with that said, I'm a modern firearm guy, but there's something about putting a bow in your hand. It's just a whole nother beast. And with that said, I've been fortunate to be drawn for like a multi-season deer tag, which allows me to modern firearm, deer in October on the east side. And if over there, it's real hard in the area that I'm hunting, because it's primarily elk country. And if I don't get drawn, then it just extends my hunting season a little bit longer for that late season hunt, which is my favorite. I've been successful on filling my tag during that late season. It's just fun chasing those big bucks in the rut and the snow.
Do you have a picture of your last year's buck?
I do. I've got.
Send that to me, and then I'll put it on the Instagram so you guys can see the buck that Shannon got last year. I mean, Shannon's got some whoppers.
Yeah, and I give you a lot of credit for that, because honestly, the buck I shot last year, 2 hours before that buck, I missed a bigger buck.
Oh no.
And my heart sank. I was very discouraged, and I was using a fixed blade shuttle T, and it hit the branch, and it just.
We talked about this.
Yeah, I was using a shuttle T, and it ricocheted, went off, and I looked at my my quiver, and David, man, he just talks so highly about these swacker blades. And
the hands are up.
Yeah. Hey, are up. I give it
the swacker be swacking.
Yeah.
So from what I'm gathering, the swackers fly like shuttle T's. Shuttle T's fly very well.
No,
they do.
No, swackers fly better.
No, but what I'm saying is they were close enough. You didn't have anything to change when you shot.
Right.
No, so they're really close.
Very close, yeah. Because, I mean, you're shooting your bow. Even though I'm a modern firearm guy, shooting that bow.
Shannon can shoot a dang bow. Just to let you guys know, he comes out with me.
His last name's Crockett, by the way.
No, come on, man.
You
guys are the bow guys. Like,
no.
I'm trying to hang with you guys.
I'm going to give you
got trophies of these 3D archery.
No, Dave does. I don't do those anymore.
We're going to Hoodoo in a couple weeks. Come on.
That's going to be. I'm blowing up arrows.
He's trying to break a record down there, folks. Don't let him fool you. He is going with 17 dozen he's bringing.
Oh, that's right. I got Black Eagle arrows backing me up. I got the truck.
He's going to have a
50-gallon be blowing up some arrows.
50-gallon drum full of arrows on his back.
Oh, that's right. That's awesome. But yeah, man, seen a buck bedded down with 3 does, and I just kind of crested up over this ridge and seen it and dropped back down and got down on the bottom of the little finger that they were on and just got lucky, and that swacker just opened him up and he piled up down in the side drainage. I mean, he didn't go far, and man, the swacker's quiet, it's lethal. It's quick, so the animal doesn't suffer, and that's my main objective. And I just took a lot of pride in filling the freezer this year. So
that is awesome.
Hard hunting the late season.
That is really cool.
I'm a firm believer in expandables too, by the way.
I mean,
there's a lot of gripe behind this whole thing, man, and going with what happened. If you were probably shooting the swacker, to be honest with you probably would have missed the branch.
I know I would have, because I barely hit it. And the diameter of that swacker when it's closed, I just knew I would have hit that bigger buck 2 hours prior.
What's crazy is that Shannon still smacked a dandy one, so he's got a bigger mule deer than I do.
Not gonna let you know where that location is.
Yeah,
we got to find a new spot. I have a new spot that we probably all need to go and check out.
100%.
Go and scout. It wasn't on fire.
Okay.
So, anybody that lives here in Washington knows, like, our state was on fire last year. Like, it was nothing but smoke and fire. And Shannon and I were in the smoke and fire for, like, our early season. Yeah, early deer season. And it was just the craziest thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, don't let Shannon fool you. He smacked a dandy one. Yeah. Which you guys will be able to see on Instagram. So,
what are your guys' plans this year? Luke, your other hunting partner.
So he's coming up for coming up for elk season.
Good.
Yep. I do have. So our early season September starts September 1st. Mm-hmm. I have that Thursday and Friday off. So I have. So I'll plan on leaving Wednesday night, going where I don't even know yet until scouting happens. Scouting season is upon us. Once I narrow down where I want to go, where I start seeing mule deer that I want to hunt, that's when I'm going to pick my spot and go. But I will be out that Wednesday after work for September 1st all the way through Monday, because Monday's a holiday.
Okay, yeah. Labor Day, right?
Yeah.
Labor Day weekend.
Yep.
I gotcha.
So that's going to be my deer season, and then it's going to go right into elk, and we hunt the west side here. So
you guys are hammers too. Hopefully you get a dandy.
I'm probably going to take a good 4 or 5 days and head down to an area I haven't been to for a while, looking for black bear in August. Depending on how the draw results come out. If I get drawn for one of those special tags, I'll be doing that. You guys will probably be in tow.
100%.
Oh, shoot. Unless you get
Where
drawn.
did that come from?
I don't even know. That was weird.
You're blistering.
I know. I think that was your earmuffs popping back into the...
I'm not moving.
No, it's fine.
So
we're going to keep that, by the way. Yeah. Everybody can suffer.
Yeah.
So special draws, if I get one of those, we'll all be on gangbusters. I mean, when are you going to go on a goat or a moose hunt,
Yeah, never. Once in a lifetime hunt. I'm there.
Yeah.
I don't care.
100%.
Yep. And we'll bring out a rifle for sure.
So are you hunting bear in August with a rifle?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
That's really the only time that I have a rifle.
Also, just in case?
No.
If I get close enough, I'm going to shoot it with a pistol at that point.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
that's really the only time I have my rifle, to be honest with you. I haven't really hunted a late season rifle. Because last year you and I bought multi-season deer tags.
Yep.
Because they had some left over and we ended up buying some. I haven't been on a rifle hunt for deer or elk or anything except for bear for probably 5 or 6 years. It's been a long time, but I want to. Mm-hmm. Just if it doesn't happen during archery season, which it normally doesn't. It normally never gets to that October season because if a doe walks in at 20 yards, I'm shooting it.
Yeah,
that's a doe bozer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm all about.
He was always pulling that trigger on.
I'm all about filling 100%. A tag, and if it happens to be a large buck or a buck that walks in front, sure. But if it's a doe at 20 yards, I'm not gonna miss a slam dunk. I mean, that's
It's tough hunting here too. It's not the west side's not very forgiving and hard to get
any side's not very forgiving.
Not
I mean,
Shannon
knows he hunts the east side. Yeah. You're in wide open spaces, closing the distance on something in those wide open spaces, and how rocky and like it's shell rock. Yeah. Trying to be quiet on that stuff, man, it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
So when you can get it done, dude,
get it done.
Yeah, it's on. I mean, that is like the coolest feeling. I don't care where you're hunting. If you're just hunting Washington, period, the hunting here is hard because we have animals few and far between. Yeah. It's not something that just happens.
It's pressured. A lot of guys out in the woods with, our public land is, it's out there, but it's limited and
it's shrinking, which is terrible.
Right. And it's, I've always said I will not pass on any shooter. I just will not take if
it's legal.
Yes.
If it's illegal.
I like pepperoni and deer sausage too much. You're
eating the best quality meat that you can eat. I mean,
organic. Yeah. It's the best possible meat ever. And it tastes that way. It tastes organic. It tastes clean. It doesn't taste, it's just got flavor. And even if you're new to hunting or you've been hunting a long time, you have to respect that. You just have to.
Oh, yeah.
You're working to, provide meat for, yourself and your family. It is the reward and the gratitude you have is what just, drives me and, to be out there. And just being out in the country, it's a reset. It's a break from the everyday living, the grind, the different things that you have to deal with daily. So yeah, it's a great opportunity for just being out in the woods and finding yourself reset for the next year or so.
Yeah, and Shannon knows, like when we hit the woods, man, it's also like the camaraderie is real, and this is men and women. It doesn't matter who you are, and the conversations get deep, and they're real conversations. Like you really find yourself in the woods, and it happens. I mean, you can find yourself on the water. It doesn't get out. Get out, enjoy the outdoors, enjoy God's country. You'll know when you're in God's country. You'll know. There's a feeling that you have. There's this fulfillment in your heart. You know.
Ancestrally, if that's even a word. I feel like it's just you're born with it, and you have to give it the opportunity and allow it to come out. But once you find that, it's like a solitude. It's a feeling that you have to get out there and find it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll change your life. It'll make you a better person.
And it's different for everybody. It's different for everybody. So when I'm out fishing, early morning, I could be by myself. It's that one, there's like a little bit of fog over the water, right?
That's my favorite.
And then you just. That's it for me right there.
Yeah.
That's it for me. nothing else has to happen. You know, an eagle can come by. Brah! It doesn't matter. Then right. it's the fog over the water, the little zing of the line, and the.
Well, it's all of it. It's the anticipation the week before, knowing that you have it scheduled, going out to the woods, the mountains, to the lake. You know, the preparation. It's the excitement.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's no sleep. There's no sleep the day before. It's kind of, I don't know. It's weird.
It's
for the people that know, they know. For the people that are wanting to do this, you will know
and do it.
Oh yeah, get outside, get outdoors, get out of the grind.
If you're fighting anything that's holding you back, work. You know, push, find it, make it happen. If you're fighting, you know, personal battles, you know, life battles, it's a reset. It will change your perspective. It'll make you a better person for your family and for yourself, for your work environment. It just, I encourage anybody to get out in the mountains or on the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can take it to, level of hiking or just getting out, period, If you're going to get out into nature and just have that reset in your life, because everything we do is so rat raced all the time. It's always a schedule. There's always a timeline. Something needs this email. They're sending you stuff on your phone, and we're more connected now than ever. So it's good to disconnect, reset, and hit another day, man. Eat. Yeah. Not everything's an emergency, Yeah. But you get this life one time, so.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, couldn't be more well put than that.
I want to go fishing tomorrow.
As a matter of fact, you want to tie some leaders with me?
Yeah, right? Yeah, I know.
I got this mono.
I'm calling in tomorrow.
You're going to call yourself, hello, I can't make it.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I, just keep at it.
Yeah.
That's what, chase your dreams. If it's big bass dreams or if it's mountain views or, the smell of plants and wildlife, chase it.
Speaking of plants and wildlife, my wife, we went to Hawaii for our honeymoon 17 years ago. And she's like, babe, we should go back to Hawaii. And I say, you know what? I think that's a good idea. Because last time I told you if I ever come back here, I'm bringing my bow.
Yeah, they got access deer, right?
They got everything, man. They got so many different things in Hawaii. And when we were there, we were in Oahu last time. This is total sidebar,
Yeah.
But they had there's a place called Kapiolani Park in Oahu downtown. Like you're right off Waikiki Boulevard. There's an archery range right there, dude.
Wow.
And there's just a single rope that says keep out archery range. And they're like expecting you don't walk in there, right? Like people are shooting bows and arrows here. Don't walk in this line. There's just one single rope.
Like tourists can see it.
You can walk down the sidewalk right next to it.
Hundreds of people are walking by it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And you're just shooting your bow in the park right at the end. And, I was like, this place is legit, man. They're like, not so big on the firearm side, but they have archery right there in the city. You're maybe 200 yards down and you're right on Oahu Beach where they have, I can't pronounce his last name, but Duke Kapalakalanu or something.
Oh, yeah.
You got a statue there, the surfer legend guy.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was really cool. So I was like, I'm bringing my bow because I'm going to be in Oahu.
Shooting arrows.
Shooting arrows for sure.
Them.
Right next to the Diamond Head Mountain the volcano. And then I'm going to...
You can do a hunt. My buddy lives, I think, on Oahu.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't quote my words here, but he sends me pics of, I think it's access deer.
Yeah.
Something that... he's got one every year, and see, again, opportunities everywhere you go. Hey, let's go revisit our honeymoon, and I'm bringing
Did you go there too?
We went to Maui for our honeymoon, and it's been, 10 years, so my wife wants to go back to Hawaii.
We should do a double date.
Dude. My wife, she's all about it.
We could do an awesome sunset picture.
Oh,
our wives in the middle holding our bows.
That would be awesome.
People are like, what the heck happened here?
Yeah. In our hunting gear.
Yeah. On the beach. With some cut off Sika shorts.
Yes. Oh, that's funny.
That would be awesome.
Surfing in the morning and hunting it, shooting our bows at night. But
so that sounds like a plan. because that's in our near future. I think we're gonna head back there
100%
and give that a shot because I mean everything there's a ranch, or something like that, and so but it's pretty wide open. I mean, people have gigantic ranches there.
Yeah, the locals will get you lined up with some guide. They've got guides, guide service, and
so episode 348 is gonna be it's gonna
be access deer.
Yeah, awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely in for that. I know Karen would be down.
Yeah.
Actually, all the wives would probably be down. So Shannon, you're coming too.
Well, they would just, go wine tasting. They'd be hanging out at the beach or something, or they would come out.
We should have days for us and days for them. They can go and send them to the
Dude.
They have those fancy salons there.
Yes.
Yep.
Spa.
Yeah, spa
day, hunt day. Hey, life's a balance. You got to balance.
Like couples retreat. Dave's gonna get nicked by a triggerfish and be like, "I survived a shark attack."
Yeah, just no yoga meditation instructors. They get a little,
or scuba divers.
Yeah, the scuba dive. That's a classic. It actually was on TV the other day. Yeah, we got so kind of roped into that one.
A lot of those shows I've been watching, like kind of like reruns.
Classics.
I'm like, there's no way this would fly today. Like,
right?
I'm watching. You know what I watched the other day? This is way off topic, everybody. So bear with me here.
Yeah, we're going down rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole.
It's what we do. Yeah. It's what we do.
I was doing my garage sale thing as I drive. I don't seek them; they find me.
Oh my gosh! With these garage sales,
I didn't choose the garage sale. The garage sale chose me. So I pulled over and this guy had like all these DVDs. You know how we are in camping. We watch the same movies year after year. So I got a new collection. I got the whole American Pie series and other stuff for like 50 cents. I watched one of those. I was like, no way. Was I watching this when I was in high school? This is just over the top.
Right.
Nowadays it just wouldn't go. Stifler, he was ahead of his time.
yeah, he was.
Past his time. His time window was very small.
That is one thing going. Yeah, you got to have a DVD collection.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know how many years now we've been watching throw it in. Throw it in. We'll watch the same movie over and over and over again.
Over and over.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Something about garage sales. Now we're way down the rabbit hole. But yeah, you could find some good
Dude, this guy
treasures.
finds so much crap.
Yeah.
Like
it's good stuff,
hunting stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hunting stuff, fishing stuff.
Antlers. Mm-hmm. You could find, dude, there's so much stuff.
That's a garage sale antler.
Wow.
That's a massive blacktail.
$2. Take a picture of that antler.
Okay.
Wow.
You got to put that one up.
Yeah, I'll put this one on Instagram. This is insane. It's a blacktail though. That's a nice blacktail. That's a Washington blacktail.
Show.
Hold on a second. Oh, with the "Don't Tread on Me" in the background. I like that.
So this blacktail, guess where this was found?
Probably local.
Woodland Avenue.
Okay. For people that don't know where Woodland Avenue is from the podcast center, it's right down the street.
Yeah. And it's in town.
That's a townie. That's a townie blacktail.
Wow.
Look at the size of that bad boy.
Well, that's why we're not seeing them out.
Yeah. So garage sales, they can be the hit. But anyhow, I think we've said enough.
Yeah, man. Shannon, it was awesome having you here. Being actually in studio as a guest behind the mic. Shannon was not really wanting to do this.
I feel so blessed and honored to be here. Thank you so much. I had such a great time. Anytime, I'm ready to do it again. Just I'm feeling it. Well, this is awesome. You guys got to go.
Every Tuesday we are here in the Kill Cave.
Yeah. That's
throwing down some podcasts. So Shannon, you're more than welcome,
awesome
to be here on the podcast anytime. Seriously. Yeah, every Tuesday we're in here. So I mean, we're talking fishing, hunting, scouting,
and tacos.
Yeah.
Taco
Tuesday.
I'm hungry.
We should do a taco review.
Ooh. Oh, now we're going.
We'll be talking about all these lunch trucks that nobody gets to go to, so it's all good.
You know what we do need to do that we talked about before is we do want to do a podcast on mountain houses and all this other stuff. You remember we were gonna
A meal review deal, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many different.
Or like what kind of meals you bring out hunting. I mean, even fishing. I prep and plan on tournament days, like what I'm going to eat, like what's going to sustain me. I do not sit down when I'm fishing a tournament. 8 hours standing, trolling, fishing, lying in the water.
And then what do you eat to maintain your mind?
Yes, energy levels.
Yep.
Dehydration. It's a big,
it's like a tournament archer.
Yeah, it's, so the worst thing is having an upset stomach on a tournament day.
Well, good thing you're on a giant toilet.
Well,
yeah, that's true. Yes, bring the goods. Bring the toilet paper, the baby wipes. All right. Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, anytime, Shannon.
Thanks a lot for coming. Thanks.
All right, you guys, and that is our podcast. Remember, check us out on Instagram, the Ridgeline Hunting Podcast on Instagram, and then we are on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, and anything else you can think of. We are on it. So make sure you go and click, subscribe, follow. Everything helps. And, with us getting out there, we're going to have more giveaways and more things coming to our listeners.
Yeah, you guys are going to pick up some stuff that our guests are going to have, and then maybe we'll all learn something together. And if there's people on here that are listening want to follow you, where can they find you, Shannon?
You could find me at Bassville Sluggers on IG. And let's see here. I got to check here.
We threw this one at him.
Yeah, curveball.
And then my main page, that kind of variety to kind of know, or
like a personal thing.
Yeah, more personal. My everyday life is Cyphers, CYPHERS 2323, and that's where you could find me or ask any questions down the road. I'm an open book. I will be gladly to help anybody with future questions on bass fishing or hunting questions. But
well, good luck on your next tournament.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, coming up this weekend. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, look on our Instagram for the pictures of the bass lures. They're going to be 3 special ones selected by Shannon, and then we'll also have a follow-up with him, hopefully live from the tournament if all technology works.
And if we can figure out how to do a live podcast, because we've never done one before.
From the water.
We're from
the water. You're going to be on the Ranger with the G Loomis in hand, throwing the creature with a slow twitch.
Black and blue.
All right.
And thank you to the winner, Maggie CB. I will be messaging you. You won a Phelps game call. So everybody, thank you very much for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
All right. Good night.